in life, you're not gonna like everyone. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you still treat people with respect. In Hollywood, there are lots of celebrities that people just don't like. It could be because of their past actions or simply the way that they carry themselves and treat others. I've got a list of some of those people that fans dislike, so let's talk about them as we count down the top 10 celebrities that everyone hates. At number 10, Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson is known for his alt metal music and unique style, but he's also someone that a lot of people have come to hate. Actress Evan Rachel Wood came out earlier last year to name the singer as a person who inflicted harm upon them, accusing Manson of manipulating and brainwashing her from a young age. The actress posted a testimony to her Instagram calling Manson as well as the industry out for his actions and for enabling him all this time. In the past, Evan Rachel Wood has spoken out about the fact that she was in a toxic relationship and has detailed some of the horrific things that she experienced, but she never spoke about who did it until now. In a published testimony, she even said, quote, "He broke me down through means of starvation, sleep deprivation, and threats against my life, sometimes with deadly weapons, which would result in me having severe panic attacks where I would be unable to breathe or stop shaking." She also said that she had her phone tapped and had threats made against her loved ones. Other women have also come forward to detail their encounters with the singer and the things that they've experienced as well. Because of the allegations against him, Marilyn has since lost a lot, and many people now despise him because of his actions. At number 9, Kim Kardashian. Kim K is someone that people criticize on a daily basis. It seems like lately she's in the news about something every day, and fans, haters, and news sources alike are all talking about her latest scandal, either defending or scrutinizing her for it. Though she's faced backlash for everything from political drama to taking vacations during the pandemic, one of her longest standing dramas is her cultural appropriation. Many of the things Kim posts or advertises gets called out for cultural appropriation. Back when she first launched her shapewear line Skims, she faced backlash for its original name being kimono, as it was seen as offensive to the Japanese community. She's also been called out for appropriating black culture as well because of the hairstyle she's worn and for blackfishing. Kim has been seen wearing cornrows and posing with a darkened tan on multiple occasions, which has angered many people. Because of all of this, many people just don't like Kim K. Before we carry on with the video, why not take a moment to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and while you're at it, consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this one. At number 8, Shia LaBeouf. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to Shia LaBeouf. He's definitely a mean person because of the things he's been accused of, including harming others, racism, and ableism. Shia was criticized for his behavior at the 2020 Oscars because he was being impatient with his co-presenter Zach Gottsagen. Zach became the first person with Down syndrome to present at the Academy Awards, and Shia was seen getting intense and rushing Zach along with his presentation, which was seen as offensive and ableist. On top of that, Shia has also been accused of racism after footage showed him going on a racist rant towards a black police officer when he was arrested back in 2017, and most recently, Shia has been facing backlash for allegedly harming his ex-girlfriend FKA Twigs as she filed a lawsuit against him detailing some of the things that she endured while with him. Shia has lost a lot of support in Hollywood because of his actions, and a lot of people really hate him because he's proven to be such a nasty guy. At number 7, Kanye West. Kanye West isn't the nicest guy out there, and I think we all know that by now. Whether it's on stage or on Twitter, I'm sure we've seen Kanye being pretty mean and offensive on multiple occasions. Remember the VMA incident where he stole Taylor Swift's spotlight after winning her award? How about his claim that slavery was a choice, undermining the struggle of so many black lives lost and hurt by enslavement? People also think that Kanye is mean because he tried to control what his ex Kim Kardashian wore, trying to manipulate her style but also forcing her to cover up and not show as much skin. We also have to mention his tweets. He's very outspoken online and has a tendency to offend a lot of people. From his claims about Bill Cosby being an innocent man following his allegations, as well as his tweets bashing his own family members, Kanye just doesn't hold back, and this has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, making them hate him. At number 6, Gwyneth Paltrow. A lot of people seem to hate Gwyneth Paltrow for some reason, and though she's never really done anything horrible, I can see why people dislike her. Gwyneth is disliked in Hollywood because she comes across as pretty pretentious, egotistical, and privileged. People don't really see Gwyneth as the average person or as someone that they can relate to, which can rub people the wrong way. The Goop founder likes flaunting her wealth and materialistic things and makes it seem like it's something that everyone else has or can afford. For example, her Goop must-have list of clothing pieces and other things include things that cost hundreds if not thousands of dollars. On top of that, she came from a wealthy family, so being someone who's always been rich, she doesn't really know how to humble herself. People also don't like how she comes across as self-centered, as she always seems to talk about herself and how fit she is and how great her lifestyle is. She also has a diva attitude. She's been known to slam Michelin star restaurants, and if you know what that means, then you know that she's definitely got an attitude to do something like that. People think that her demeanor puts off this kind of I'm better than you kind of attitude that people just don't like. At number 5, Armie Hammer. Actor Armie Hammer is another celebrity that people have grown to hate, especially after his huge scandal last year. Back in January 2021, some of Armie's private messages with other women expose a lot about what he's like behind the scenes. The messages leaked by the Instagram page House of Effie exposed the actor for his NSFW fantasies, among other toxic actions, and this created a snowball effect that led to people coming forward with their own allegations of misconduct against the actor. Things took a very serious turn, and soon an investigation was launched to look into some of the claims made by those who have had experiences with Armie's dark side. Because of the scandal and its severity, this took a huge toll on Armie and his career, and he lost a lot as a result. Now people hate him because of the things he's done, and I don't think people will be forgiving him anytime soon, because we all know by now that Hollywood holds a serious grudge. At number 4, Chrissy Teigen. Last year, Chrissy Teigen got cancelled, and it made people start to really hate her. Over the summer, Chrissy faced backlash for resurfaced tweets and DMs directed at Dawson from back in the day. These messages were really hurtful and mean, and Kourtney has come out to say that these comments that they received from Chrissy when they were a teenager really affected them greatly. Because of this, Chrissy got cancelled, but she made the backlash towards her an even bigger deal, and people said that she started playing the victim in the whole situation, and this made people really dislike her. Fans didn't like the way that Chrissy handled the whole situation, and the fact that all of this negativity came to light in the first place. She was pretty unpopular in the media for a while there, and it made her gain a number of haters as a result. At number 3, James Charles. Beauty YouTuber James Charles has been cancelled a number of times so far in his career as an internet personality. Many of his scandals deal with inappropriate relationships with his younger fans. Last year, James was hit with backlash once again after it was discovered that he had solicited private photos from a fan. James was exposed by said fan on social media, where they showed off their messages and photos sent to each other over the period of time that they had been talking. This happened in late February 2021, but a similar event happened just a few weeks prior to this incident after another young man came forward exposing James and recounting how he and James had been having explicit conversations on Snapchat. The fact that James keeps crossing this line and keeps getting caught says a lot about him, and people are starting to catch on to this. As a result of his actions, James not only lost his collaboration with Morphe, but he also lost out on a web series hosting job, and his channel got demonetized by YouTube. He's lost a lot of support over the years, and people really dislike him for his questionable actions. At number 2, Shane Dawson. We just had to include another YouTuber on this list because they seem to be the celebrities who get cancelled and hated the most, probably because the majority of the internet's eyes are on them. Shane Dawson is considered to be one of YouTube's most problematic content creators, and much like James Charles, it seems like he gets into some kind of controversy every year. In 2020, Shane got into some drama after his old blackface videos once again resurfaced during the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement, and he had to issue yet another apology video. On top of that, Shane has also gotten in trouble for his collaboration with Jeffree Star, because Jeffree is known to be quite controversial on the platform. Because of his reputation online and the sheer number of people who know how to dig up his past, it might be safe to say that Shane might be one of the most hated people on the internet. And finally, at number 1, James Corden. Last year, the people turned on James Corden, and many discovered that they actually really disliked the talk show host. James was trending a lot on Twitter last year, and the majority of people were hating on him. The amount of times I saw James Corden trending for people just talking about how much they hate him says a lot about what people in Hollywood really think of him. Last year, James faced backlash for his Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts segment because he was exposed for using traditional Asian foods as part of the gross foods for the bit. On top of that, he's faced a lot of scrutiny for his Golden Globes nomination for his role in the movie Prom, because people thought that he used too many gay stereotypes for his portrayal of the role. Furthermore, a number of people who have worked with him or have had encounters with the host have also made a lot of negative comments about him, exposing him for being pretty mean. To make matters worse for James and his career, some fans have even started making petitions to keep James out of certain big Hollywood productions like the Wicked musical adaptation. People are really starting to dislike James so much that his place in Hollywood could be in jeopardy. Before we wrap things up for today, I want you guys to leave a comment down below telling me about a celebrity that you don't like and why. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. Anyways, that's it for me. I've been your host, Bree Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay groovy, friends.